Hey, 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 hey. 2 seconds. Here we go. Welcome to the stream, boys. And girls, obviously. Except, I shouldn't really say like boys and girls. I mean, I should say it just simply because boys and girls. But like, there's a statistic on my thing that's like 95% of my subscribers are boys. Might even be higher than that. So anyway, we're at the stream. We're making beats. Here we go. Looks like my audio is doing fine. So how should we start this beat? Should we start with should we make the melody or should we use a loop? Give me a vote in the comments. Should we make a melody or should we use a loop? Make a melody or use a loop? I see the stream is a little bit behind. A little bit of delay. Not too much though. I mean, it's not crazy, but... Oh yeah, okay, fine. Which one first? Which? Okay, it looks like we're making a melody today, boys. Screen. Go. Here we go. What? Oh, that's right. Because I changed my speakers. Make sure that we can hear my audio first before we get too carried away. Because whenever I do streams, I have to do some crazy things. Let's click on a track. That's not it. Go here. We're making a melody first. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Hey hey Jeb Josh. So when we get to the drums, I want to give a huge shout out to Jeb Josh because I was watching his stream on his YouTube channel and he was using this one particular drum kit, and I asked him what the drum kit was called and he gave me the name for it, and it's a free one on Reddit, and it is like the most fire drum kit I've ever downloaded in my life. I've made like 6 beats in a row just using that one drum kit. I didn't even have to use any other drum kit for the entire beats. Except for the 808s. I wasn't a huge fan of their 808s. I like 808s super distorted, and their stuff was not super distorted. Anyway, so here we go. We're gonna get up the scales. Let me know if anyone has any questions. What BPM do you guys usually do? I need to open up my voice meter. There you go. 100 BPM. Okay. I usually do around 150. Try this. Sorry, my audio is a little bit... just has to be situated. Really? How do you even say that name? Langdry SP? That's awesome. He must be good then, if he taught you. I'm liking this so far. I think I might do 135 because I saw that Hasten usually used 135. And then let's turn off the snap to scale and pitch down a bit. Almost. Okay, good. Yeah, I thought it was slow too. Okay. I don't know who it was. Let me go back to the beginning of the stream. Shraroop. I don't even know if he's on the stream right now, but he showed me this crazy little command. If you make your thing the right size, like so it's exactly 2 bars, and then hit Control D, it duplicates your thing over. That's such a time saver. Did anyone know that trick? Because I did not know that trick and it's gonna save me so much time. Oh, you did know that? Well, I guess I'm the only one who doesn't know. Don't like this note. Yeah, and Shroop said that he found it by accident too. Yeah, and it's such a pain when you run into duplicating things, especially if it's like this, and it's like not exactly on the thing, and you have to like try to like just line it up just perfectly, especially if you're like on like a 16th note. Like it's impossible to know if you're getting it just right, and if you get it wrong, you have to zoom in, you have to fix it all up. But now it's just Control D, so easy. I think we might change this to not be a piano. Hey Cthulhu. By the way, that balancer plugin that you recommended to me, Cthulhu, it's pretty good. It's not like perfect, and I don't use it on every track, but when I do use it, actually really helps. Exactly, Hasten. It's such a pain. Let's get out some one-shots. Because you can never go wrong with one-shots. Unless you're making your one-shots themselves. Oh yeah, no problem. I'll show it to you right now. The kit is called... I'll type it in the chat. Mike Zara's Dash. Look that up on just look that up. Just like type in Mike Zara stash, and I'm pretty sure you'll find the first post as a Reddit post to a link where this guy's just giving away for free. It's not like a pirated kit or anything. It's just he's just giving away. Like, he's not joking. It's literally the only kit you need. There's like so many sounds in there. I'll probably show you two later in the stream. Okay, yes indeed, Bongo. Yeah, I also realized too that it sounds really awful on drums and percussion sounds. It just does not work. Yep, all the sounds for trap, and like I'll show it to you later in the stream when I'm doing drums, but I've never heard of Mike Zara. Is he a music producer? Oh yeah, he's a... I don't really know what he is. But yeah, anyway. Sounds pretty good. I've been making a lot of one shots this week, just messing around with things. Like I want to be more creative, I guess, just doing more stuff in general. And so I've been making melody one shots and drum one shots. My drum one shots are pretty awful, to be honest. Like they're pretty trash. But my melody one shots, like half of them are good, half of them are bad. I made about 15 this morning, so I haven't tested those yet, but I don't really want to test them on the stream simply because sometimes they're trash, and it's kind of embarrassing how trash they are sometimes. Yeah, I like using one shots too. That's pretty fire. That's awesome. Hey, Jim. Good to see you here. Okay, I'm gonna do a little... I think it needs to pitch up even a little bit more. I didn't even tweak the sound though. I literally just opened up this pluck one shot from the IOTA Mini plugin. It's a free plugin. Okay, let's get to the drums, because I'm gonna probably add a higher melody later, but I'm feeling really inspired recently because let's see, what was it? It was like 2 or 3 days ago. I decided that I was going to sit in front of my desk, and I was about to go to bed. It was like 7:30 or so like that. So I was about to go to bed, and I'm like, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to make an entire beat in 30 minutes. I'm not going to leave this room until it's done. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop the timer at exactly 8 o'clock, and I'm going to have it finished at 8 o'clock. and I made the entire beat in 30 minutes, and the beat was actually really fire. Like, it was really good. And I realized that recently I've been kind of, I don't know how to say it. I'm kind of like critiquing every single little tiny thing, and it's ending up making my beats like not as creative, just because I'm spending so much time on every little detail. I was just looking at pH, polystep. Looking it up right now. Never heard of it. So is it for MIDI? Like chords, it looks like. Okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Cthulhu. If you just like, and you get into a habit oftentimes of overthinking things, and that seems weird, like get in a habit of overthinking, but like, yeah. Yeah, and exactly, like, and I got the idea to do this. I got this idea originally from Curtis King, and he recommended it to like his entire YouTube channel like a year ago or something like that. And I did it every once in a while back then, but I haven't done it recently now. And yeah, it's just really fun, really fun to put yourself on a challenge and like, I gotta get it done. And it just gets your ideas out faster. It makes you make sure you don't overthink things. And yeah. So, what was I saying? And he also recommends nowadays, like he's always talking about this on his podcast and stuff like that, to make your beat, get your creative ideas first out, get them all out, get them out fast, and then come back later, like maybe the next day or the day later, and mix it all and then export it. And that's what I've been doing recently. It's just really working. It's just like the way that he teaches, he does it like so fast, and I want to be able to do it as fast as him. Just get the ideas out. Yeah, exactly, Hasten. Because like when you overthink things, what ends up happening is, what ends up happening is that you have a whole bunch of like very refined and very clean and perfect sounding instruments, but they're not that creative because they've been like sucked all the life out of them because you've been tweaking them so much with EQs and compressors and crazy stuff like that. Yeah, and there's this like his name is Jordan B. Peterson. You probably don't care. You probably don't know him. He's a psychologist or whatever. He's super smart. He's from Canada, and when he writes his books, he says that what he does first is he sits down in his chair for like 5 weeks at a time, and he just writes 500 pages, and he writes down everything he thinks in his head, and then he comes back later and he cuts down every single thing so that he ends up getting rid of 80% of his words. And once he's left with only like 100 pages, then he refines them so he can cut those 100 pages into 80 pages, but not like cutting words out, more like replacing words with more accurate words. And maybe that could even be applied to music making. Just get all your ideas out there. Get rid of ideas that are too messy or too much. Like you can't have like 10 melodies at once. So just get all your melodies out there at once, cut them down, refine them, and then maybe replace like your claps and stuff like that to make it more accurate to what you want. Phrygian scale, is that one of the modes? I don't think I've used it in trap beats, but I have used it in guitar practice. Like I had to learn it one time. Let's see. Diatonic scale. Yeah, Phrygian right here. Yep. I'll be here for the next about 3 hours. So check back in, Jim. I'm not a big fan of this kick pattern, 808 pattern. Like here's the kit I'm talking about, the Mike Zilla or Mike Zara kit. Look at this. Look at how many kicks there are. That's like a good 30 kicks. All I'm saying is that I learned it when I was doing guitar. It's like a music theory kind of thing, and I learned it while I was practicing guitar from guitar lessons and stuff. Are there actually 100 kicks, or are you just guessing? Hey, Shrew. Exactly. It's crazy. That's it. Yeah, it's like 400 something megabytes. It's crazy. I'll look for it. I posted a link because I'm the only person who's allowed to put links in the chat. Because, that's such a fire clap. Look at it's so crazy. That's it. Whoa. I tried to do the Control D thing while I was playing, but it didn't work. There we go. Thank you, Shroop, for telling me this. That. open hat. Oh, that's fire. That open hat is so fire. Yeah, so I'm just using that one Mike Zero kit or whatever. You can right click and drag with the smart tool. No way. It's crazy. I didn't know that. I mean, you can usually, like, if there's like empty space, you can drag in the empty space and that works. But if there's like a lot of stuff nearby, I oftentimes will go T, selection tool, and then drag because it's easy. Yeah, I know Spitfire Labs. I don't necessarily use them. I'm not. I think they sound high quality. They're just like really chill, and I don't like chill. I mean, I do like chill. Let's get a different 808. Go back to that. That's nice. Oh, I did it again. Did it again, Shroop. I changed to my selector tool on accident. I gotta get used to going like this. So much faster. Honestly, guys, you guys are lifesavers. There's so many tips I've learned from you guys. I'm also a big fan of the perks in the kit. I did it again. I chose the selection. I used the selector tool instead of right clicking. Hey Pie Beats. I'm glad you joined the server. I think you joined it last night, is that right? Or did you join it like earlier in the day? I just didn't see. Well, I guess I can't necessarily assume that it was last night for you. What in the world? Oh. I haven't even seen that legendary guy. Shoot, that's so loud. That's good. I'll try it right now. I think I have tried it one time, but not recently. I don't do it in every beat for sure. Let's try it. Let's see. This is the one I'm using. And then let's go process, effect, revert. Oh, shoot. Wrong thing. Oh. Second. Okay, so it's going to be interesting because if I want to pitch this, my best option for pitching it is probably going to be to freeze this, drag this down, unfreeze this. Oh wait, no, I can, oh, this is going to be crazy if this actually works. I do this sometimes with my melodies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go process retrograde, which means it actually reverses the MIDI. So like the last note of the MIDI actually becomes the first note. And then apply effect, and then we need to freeze it. And then click on it, apply effect, reverse. Why don't we drag the MIDI down and then unfreeze this, retrograde it back. So I know it's going to line up if the end of it is exactly at the 5th bar, I believe. See if this works. Sounds very crazy. That actually kind of sounds cool, maybe. And then let me get rid of the transients a little bit. Oh, that actually sounds cool. Let's get rid of this transient. Ooh. So I think this is where the first note ends. I'm gonna fade out this one and then just bring this to the end. Yep. Okay, so this is cool. Hey, that's actually cool. Hey. Hey, not bad. That's actually really cool. I wasn't sure about it yet. I think I might have heard of someone doing that before, but I always thought it was going to sound bad. Okay. What does this beat need? Does it need like a higher melody? I think maybe hear a flute on this. Maybe. Might as well try. This is a free flute plugin. That's actually like pretty fire. Like it sounds like pretty real. The flute actually sounds really cool with the 808, because like I end the note of the flute right when the 808 roll, like I mean the 808 reverse comes in. Ooh. And let's turn that flute way down. And I see your comment about the flute. And then let's try this. It doesn't sound good when there's two notes at once. That sounds good. Now I'm gonna add flute. I'm gonna add some reverb. Actually, before I do reverb, I'm gonna add in a tremolo. The feather flute, you say? Really? Why don't I try that out right now? Flute. It's a little too aggressive. Maybe I'll try to do some things, but let me listen to this. A tremolo. It's a tremolo. A tremolo. There's a free one called M Tremolo. I do not have it. Wait. This. Oh no, that's never mind. Yeah, M Tremolo is a free tremolo thing from the Melda production bundle, and basically a tremolo just basically automates the volume. So it's like wah 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 wah, like just raising the volume up and down fast, and usually like a sine curve kind of way. You can use other plugins for that probably. I wouldn't be surprised if there's just look up a free tremolo plugin. There's nothing special about any particular one. What do you think of the Arteria collection? I've never used it. I know they have like a fancy like paid one that's like has a whole bunch of like retro synths. I'm gonna check in the noise of this one because it's a little too aggressive. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, that's actually cool. I think, were you talking about the noise in the, were you talking about the noise in the, micro present one? Yeah, of course. I love retro stuff. I've never tried the plug myself, but it looks awesome. Like, I was watching a Chris Poncelon video a little while ago, and like, he uses it, he loves it. I've seen it being used by a couple other people too. Yeah, thanks, Sharoop. These are pretty similar. What if I go one pan to the left and one pan to the right? That might sound awful, but it might sound cool. No way. That's cool. So usually when you have if you have two different sounds, the sauce from Kyle Beats, didn't even hear about it. I'm sorry. Oh, Kyle Beats the sauce. Let me look it up real quick, because I don't even really watch Kyle Beats's, like, I don't watch every one of his videos. Oh, it's a plugin. That's awesome. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it, but I've always wanted to make a plugin. I mean, obviously I'm not doing it right now, like. So what is the plugin about? Tell me what the plugin's about. I'm looking it up right now, but I don't see anything. I don't really want to watch a video right now. What is the plugin about? Yeah, because I've always planned on. I'm planning on eventually. I have a bucket list, 200 things on my bucket list, and I'm planning on making a plugin eventually. Not anytime soon though. I'm not good enough at making beats to make a plugin. And I'm definitely not, I don't know, popular enough to make a plugin. I don't know. I saw something about pitching. So when you have two different sounds and you pan one to the left and one to the right, if they're very different from each other, it tends to sound bad. But these two sounds are super similar. Like, it's actually crazy how similar they have. Like, and when you pan them to the left and right, it doesn't even sound like there's something wrong. Reverb, delay, and other things. Okay. I mean, I'll check it out. probably won't, but you know, I guess that would probably be a pretty clickbaity video to say you bought Kyle Beats this plugin. Yeah, exactly. You can always. There's a guy his YouTube channel is like J Broadway or something like that. He has a video called like I bought every one of Kyle Beats' drum kits and this is what I made or something like that. And his video like blew up. And that's what like set his channel out from everyone else. He's only like 16 years old. And he's making crazy beats. He's a really good producer, but yeah. He was getting very little views, and then he made a Kyle Beats video, and his channel blew up. Type that twice. Let's see, what am I saying? I'm thinking about doing a I've never heard someone call it that. Clout bait instead of clickbait. I mean, that's exactly what it was, really, but I mean, Kyle Beats is sitting there, like, it doesn't affect him at all, and he's getting like someone to pay like $400 for all of their drum kits or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot of money. Like this kid just like, how do you drag a sound so it's repetitive? Oh, yeah. I think what you mean is to copy something. If you click on something, you can use your smart tool or your move tool. Doesn't really matter. If you use a smart tool, you can click on it, and while you're selecting it, hit Control on your keyboard and move it to wherever you want, and it copies. I wonder if Control D, which is what Sharoop told me how to use, copies it like exactly to the length. So if your note is a certain length, like let's say this is like this one right here is exactly one triplet, or this one right here is exactly 1/16th note. You can just hold Control 8th. Oh shoot, what did I do? No idea what I just did. But anyway, so that's how you copy. You can use the first one is a lot simpler, just the drag. Do the hi-hats differ your rolls and the other 1/8 track? What? Do the hi-hats differ in your rolls and the other 1/8 track? Oh yeah. Okay, so I have this 1/8 track. There's a lot of low end in this hi-hat. Look at all that. And so those 1/8 notes are just playing normal. I might want to go like something like this. Something like that. Let's try that. Anyway, so I'm doing hi-hats here that are just going 1/8 notes, and then on top of that I have a second track that has the same exact hi-hat sound. I just duplicated the track, but after I duplicated the track, after I duplicated it, then I just added rolls to this one track. So I'm not doing rolls on the original track. But also, if you guys aren't doing these little like stabs, these little lower notes that are playing right on the grid. If you aren't doing those little tiny, those low ones, they add a lot of bounce. Like, even if they're right on the grid, like you don't have to have crazy rhythms to get a good bounce. You're just like accenting the right beats you want. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about arranging right now. I'm not going to worry about mixing right now, I mean. But I am going to do arranging, and then we can move on to the next beat. It's been half an hour. No, it's been 45 minutes so far. 45 minutes of streaming, that is. I had the timer beforehand. So that's so easy. To copy like that, the way that Shroop told me. It's crazy how easy that is. That used to take like... That used to take like almost a minute to do all the copy and pasting, and right there it just took me 5 seconds. I'm gonna be showing that off in as many videos as I can. The clap also has quite a bit of low end in it. I found out that you can hit shoot. You can hit Alt S to solo a track. Click on a track you want to solo. That's pretty handy for me who solos everything. Like you like there's a I don't remember who it was, but someone was like laughing about how the fact that someone was laughing about the fact that my tracks look like this. And every single one of them was soloed. And it's like, what's the point of soloing them if every single one is going to be soloed? But, you know. Actually, I think that might have been you, Pie Beats. Laughing about my soloing things. Just like this, cut out. Yeah, I know you can do that to unsolo, but it's just like, I think that keyboard shortcuts are the way to go. I envy how many keyboard shortcuts some other DAWs have. But now that I look at it, Cakewalk has just as many keyboard shortcuts. It's just that I don't know them. Anyway, so now that I'm learning keyboard shortcuts, it's way easier. Because, like, you can hit Control-A, Alt-S. And then it solos everything. Alt-S again to unsolo everything. And that's just so much faster than going up here. It's just... I don't know. Maybe it's not faster. But I feel like it's faster. Speaking of keyboard shortcuts for the win, I mapped the end key on my keyboard. So instead of like when you click end, it usually like just zooms your thing all the way down and like you just lose your spot. I remapped end so that end now works as Control S. So now instead of messing up my beats, it's actually reminding me to save my beats. What should I call this beat? I'm gonna call it Glue, because Sharoop just commented most recently, and he wrote Sharoop. His name is Sharoop Google. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hate mispronouncing people's names. I mean, I didn't make it easy on myself for naming myself Bongonzo, but like, I hate it when someone's like, oh, thanks to blah, 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 for saying that or shouting that out or whatever. Just like, I don't want to have to pronounce everyone's names, but people feel better when I pronounce their names. So. I mean, I'm sure that is how you pronounce it. It's just that it's kind of confusing. Also, I wish that, why don't I look it up right now? Is there a way to transpose things using a keyboard shortcut? Like that process effect transpose. There's a way to do that. Shift S. What does Shift S do? Actually, I rebound Shift S, I think. Yeah, I rebound that. Let's search for trans. Okay, you can, okay. I'm gonna make, let's see, is Control Q being used? Nah, that's boring. Let's make Shift Q turn into transpose. Now I can click on something and open up the transpose menu. Nice. Okay, so Shift Q from now on is going to be my transpose key, and that's so much easier. I mean, it's kind of an uncomfortable position. Maybe I'll change it to Shift W. What's going on? Don't crash. Don't crash. There we go. What is Shift W doing? Rewind to landmarks. Nah. That's boring. Bind those together. Then we've got to unbind this. Bind this. Can't. Oh, it's reserved. So you can't actually do that. Yeah, so every once in a while you'll find a command that's like, it's like you literally just can't do it simply because built into Cakewalk. Anyway. I'm just listening over to the beat to make sure there's nothing I want to do with the arrangement to make it more interesting. You can already see that I'm probably going to want to do something like this. Beat is pretty clean. There we go. So then I'm gonna just select everything and Command D, and bam, copied it over. Dude, Shroop, you're the best. I cannot believe I never knew that. Okay, we're gonna save this beat. It's called Glue. Let's go on to the next beat. Desktop. No, we don't have to do that. Why don't I just say this? Oh, yep. Bam. Your stream must be ahead of mine, because I'm watching on my side computer and side school laptop, and it's kind of far behind. Welcome to the live chat. I mean, I just yawned. You want me to... So I made some one-shots this morning. Oh, wait, no. I was supposed to use a loop for this next beat. I promised that at the beginning of the stream. Okay. Should we go through my folders and find a loop, or should we go on Looperman? Folders... Oh, shoot. Hit F on my keyboard and it full screened it. Folders to find loop. Okay. Let's look at my folders then. So let's see. How are we going to do this to not show my personal information? I know I'm not gonna like that loop. Not gonna like that like that drum kit. Okay, so I'm opening my stuff up, making sure everything's all good to look at, and then I'll show you my screen. I think we'll be fine. Okay. Okay, so here are some drum kits I have. This is a cupcaking kit by Curtis King and Slap Experts. That's pretty crazy. Tell me when you love one. Ooh. Should I use this? Should I use this? Should I use that? It's so dirty. I don't know if I like it though. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. I don't know how we're gonna use it, but we're gonna figure it out. So let's get... It's a snow globe loop. It's probably like just one of those like little... Yeah, I can totally hear like a really sad beat on this. Let's see. So 114... That thing is not quantized at all. Halftime it, he says. Let's try that. We can probably try both. Halftiming and chopping it. Where is my quarter note halftime? We're gonna have to chop it up first simply because it's not quantized at all. And then when you slow it down, it makes it even less it makes it even less quantized. Okay, I'm just gonna move things I like down here. So crazy. Sounds crazy. It sounds sounds really weird. Let's try this. Okay, I wonder if this will actually work. If we just stretch this out to here. That actually works, I think. Sounds like they took that sound from the ice cream truck. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maybe an ice cream truck, or maybe one of those like little ballerina turning things that you crank. I don't know what they're called, and I've never used one or anything, but it's Christmas time in the city. That's what it sounds like. Okay. Maybe. You bought Shaper Box? I don't know how you could mess up a Shaper Box preset. I think this could actually work, especially if you use like a tremolo to like so the tremolo goes like in and out. It's like a volume thing. I don't know if you're messing around with your folder stuff or what you're doing. I mean, hopefully it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you pirated it. Like sometimes I think that I've heard that pirated things, wonder what it sounds like if it got reversed. It's Christmas time in the city. Ooh. Let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut every whole note, or at the end of every beat. And then we're gonna switch off these. Oh! Basically what I was saying, Pi Beats, is that I've heard that sometimes those things don't work, the pirating stuff, and I just hope that when you bought it or when you got it online, that there wasn't like something wrong with the code that made it so that like the presets wouldn't work. Because when you pirate things online, you're usually not getting it from a trusted source. And even if like pirators trust it, like. It's gonna be weird making a trap beat out of this though, because I'm not feeling just 808s in yet. Because everything's super major. Let me try to think. Maybe we can try to find what key this is in and then use the minor key version of that. We're in C sharp major. Yeah, so if we're in C sharp major, then that means we're in B flat minor. Yeah, Cthulhu knows what's up. He knows what I'm doing. So instead of using harmonic minor, we're just gonna use normal minor because I don't know exactly. I know there's like it's like the 6th or the 7th or something like that is like flatted to make the harmonic minor, but oh. Yeah, I just recommend Pi Beats that if you're not gonna pirate on your new laptop, like decide now, because when you get used to stuff like that, pirating drum kits is what I do, and I don't know if I'm ashamed of it or if I don't know, but anyway, I take things on Reddit that aren't usually free. I have done it, and so anyway, what am I saying? I think that you need to decide that you're not going to do it or you are going to do it, because it's a lot easier to get things for free than to pay. A lot easier. So to decide now, and because I bet you when you get a new computer, chances are it's going to be like, You're gonna start. You're gonna plan out like I'm gonna do this all free. I found all these great free plugins, and then you start making beats, and you're like, oof, I was so lucky to have all those crazy plugins. So now I'm gonna just pick up this one. Just pick up this one. Just pick up this one, and then you end up picking up all the ones you had before, and you didn't actually change. Hey, bit. I don't think this is actually gonna work. This whole major and minor thing. Okay, let me look at all this. You buy your plugins, it makes you appreciate what you've got, and it makes that is true. Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying though. I think I might be able to save this. And maybe this will be a fire beat. Maybe I'm gonna try to make some chords. So those are the chords they're using. Yeah, and by the way, I saw your your comment, Grave Labs. We weren't necessarily talking about any specific drum kit. We weren't talking about any specific drum kit, just pirating in general. Those are the 8-bit. Those are the ones with like the pads, right? The ones with like I'm gonna look it up real quick. Novation Launchpad. You said mini? 61. But they're probably all the same. Oh no. Oh, it's a keyboard. Oh, and it has pads on it. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was one of those ones that's like a huge like square of like just like 16 pads or whatever, or 32 pads or whatever. Okay, I mean that looks cool for sure. I have a MIDI controller. I don't necessarily think that everyone needs it though. I personally only use it. Pi beats. This is basically just what a tremolo does. Oh, there's just a pad version too? Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, I get it now. Launch pad, launch key, got it. Yeah, so I think that you don't necessarily need a MIDI controller. I really I haven't used any of my keys at my keyboards at all this entire beat making session. This entire week I probably used it probably about 5 times, and not necessarily for making the beats or making the melodies, just for testing out sounds, to be 100% honest. Yeah, cymbal side is so fire. So if we change this to the minor scale, no, not Mixolydian, and it was B flat, right? Yeah, it was B flat. Not a huge fan of that swelling of the cymbal side, turned down quite a bit. I'm just gonna get an actual tremolo out. I'm not gonna worry about the cymbal side stuff. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, tremolos are gonna be better than a cymbal side. They're gonna be cleaner. Yeah, exactly. I think it might be interesting to experiment with some major scales, but I don't really want to. Oh, look at this. That's so cute. I go up to this process thing, and it reminds me that I have the shift Q to... What happens if we transpose this down by 6 semitones? That would make it the minor, I think. It's not a fact, but minor is usually associated with sad and major is usually associated with happy. Like, the way you use the chords is more important than what chords you're using. But if you use a sad piano with... Yeah, I know you can't transpose into minor, but I was thinking... Because the C major has the same notes as the A minor. So I was thinking maybe... I don't know. Shoot. Yeah, it's because the intervals, the intervals don't change if you're transposing different keys. This is getting confusing. Let's try this. I wonder what this will sound like. No. I was just about to comment on that. You think you can just waltz into my channel and promote your stuff all of... I don't care. I don't care. I sort of care. I don't care. Hey, Mazda. We're trying to make a happy bee here. It's not going as planned. It's actually going as planned, and my plan was to make it sound bad. No, not that slow. Do you think I could speed my hi-hats up by ×2 speed? No, I cannot. Let's try to go into my MIDI of my hi-hats. Let's go into the MIDI of the hi-hats. And let's take every other note. And we're going to take those notes off the grid just a tiny bit. Just to freshen up the feel. Why am I acting so weird? Okay, move tool. We're gonna click N on the keyboard to... Oh, what in the world? And move tool. I have N selected on the keyboard. Too much. I'm just taking off the heights a little off the grid. Little. So my side chaining stuff. I usually almost always side chain my... Yeah, that's what I was about to do. I was just about to say that 8-bit. I usually side chain my kick to my melody. I usually do. And I'm sorry, I got distracted. I usually sidechain my kick to my melody. I sometimes sidechain my kick to my 808. It usually sounds good to do that, but also sometimes it makes your 808 sound a little flat. It's something that sounds really cool to have like a really intense kick and 808 combination. So maybe don't sidechain. Let's see. I usually don't. I don't always sidechain my kick to my 808, but I almost always sidechain my kick to my melody, just at least a little bit, just to make it feel a bit more intense. Yeah, I definitely sidechain quite a bit. Not as much as I usually do. But like here I have my kick going to my melody. And I have a preset for my 808, but I don't usually turn it on. Yeah, so let's use a bass. Someone was recommending me a bass guitar plugin that I never ended up downloading, but there's a built-in one in Cakewalk. Let's see how it sounds. It's pitched way too high. It's gonna have to be more plucky. I do play the bass guitar. I should know what a bass guitar sounds like. Should. Yeah, I do. It's pretty good. Me personally, I play, I started the piano in kindergarten, and then I went to bass guitar in 4th grade, trombone in 5th grade, electric guitar in 5th grade, French horn in 6th grade, and acoustic guitar in 7th grade. Oh, I played keyboard in church, starting in freshman year of high school. I said electric guitar, right? Yeah, electric guitar. I play cajon every once in a while at church. That's just rhythm in general. And then I started making music in 8th grade. This is my secret sauce whenever I'm playing bass guitar. I'm from America, yeah. Hey! Let's cut off the snow a bit. This is Cakewalk by Bandlab, not FL Studio. It's a free DAW, and I love it. It's a free you can use it for free. It's free to download on Cakewalk by Bandlab's, Bandlab's website. Super fire. I do not play piccolo. For a moment there, I wanted to learn flute, but nah. I did that for like a week. Boom, boom. Trying to think what I would do. Ninth grade is the start of high school. At least in America. I'm not sure what country you're from. Ninth grade to 12th grade. This is not going so well. Yeah, I learned recently about Germany's system of grades. Yeah, so if it makes more sense, I'll say I started bass guitar when I was I started bass guitar when I was like 9, and I started making music when I was like 14. Cindy Lee, good to see you back. Speed is not going good. Speed is not going good. Yeah, last stream you sent me a piano and it was pretty good. Where's the hi-hat? At this point, I'm just trying to save the beat. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. This is way outside my comfort zone. I never make beats like this. Speaking of collab, I'm doing a collab next week Saturday. I have the video coming out next Saturday. I've already edited the video and stuff. Okay, so this is not going as planned. I know it sounds bad with the EQ. And why don't we copy the kick down here too? Is this beat actually okay, or are you guys just trying to make me feel better? Whoa. My velocity's so low. I know I probably can't ask you if my beat is okay, because you're probably just gonna tell me immediately that's amazing. Okay, boys, I give up. I'm going to name this. Who is the thing? Go back to the thing where we talked about. I'm gonna say. Who's the first one? I'm gonna call it Pi Told Me So. I give up on this one. Exactly. What genre am I trying to make? This is a bad beat. Okay, so back to the drawing board. Let's just start from scratch. We're gonna make a beat from scratch, and I think this beat is gonna be in 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to make a beat in 45 minutes. Stream ends at 11:15 Central Standard Time. Got all that? Back to trap, and this is gonna be the hardest beat of your life. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna try to do this. Let's see. So I'm gonna get this entire beat in 45 minutes. Arranged and everything. So let's just start with a one shot, because you can never go wrong with a one shot. Well, you can go wrong, and I make one shots that are wrong. Bells. Let's start with that one. I don't know, I'm not 100% sold. Harmonic minor, enable. Well, just think of it as I'm done with the stream in 45 minutes. Pretty fire. Okay, let's change the sound. That's nice. I know you guys can stay for the entire thing. Okay. We can get to other melodies later. Let's get 808s in. Does anyone know if there's a way to make it so that all of the notes of MIDI are like all joined to one note? So like I click one command and all of these notes go to C5. If anyone knows that command, please tell me, because that would save me so much time. Kicks. I'm not even sure if there is a command for that though. Yeah, it is true. It's kind of funny to... That is true, 8-bit. I'm not talking at all. For some reason. Ooh. The speed's coming together so much faster than I expected. I said 45 minutes, but this is going to be easy to finish in 45 minutes. I'm a big fan of the step feature of Cakewalk, even though I think the other DAWs might do a little faster. This, we just copy it over. I'm feeling it. Yeah, by the way, A-Bit, you said earlier that you wanted to do collab. I'm up for a collab. I'm not necessarily up for a collab right now, simply because in the next like week and a half, I have like 2 collabs coming out, and I just think that's a little overwhelming if we have like 3 videos a week and all 3 of them are collabs, something like that. But hit me up in about a month, and we can set up some stuff. But I'm gonna check out your channel, because if you do video stuff, if you shoot yourself video wise, that makes it a lot easier for my it makes it a lot more attractive for my video. Because instead of just saying like, oh, this is what he sent me, I can show you like, hey, this is how he made it, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Why do I act so weird when I'm under pressure? Ooh. I'm feeling a vibe. Is everyone nodding their heads? Hey. Hey. Moving fast. We still have 35 minutes. I've made all of this in 10 minutes. Imagine how many videos I could shoot a day if I did everything this fast. Hey. Someone asked about Triton earlier. Yeah, I have a link in the description, towards the bottom of the description, of the speakers that I use. Edifier R980T. Yeah, they're active. They're active speakers. Active speakers basically just means that they have like a volume knob in the back. I recommend those ones in the description. They're really cheap, and I can't imagine anything I would want more. Check out that link. They're not that expensive. They're like $70, and that's very cheap compared to basically everything else. They do low end pretty well. Low end is the biggest thing, and not all speakers can do low end. I think they go down to like, I want to say like, don't quote me on this. Look it up more closely if you want to, but I want to say they go down to 60 hertz. I haven't needed anything different than this. Up to $700. No, I don't have anything for $700. My entire computer, my entire setup is less than $700, I think. My keyboard is around $80. Speakers around $80. My computer itself is like $400. Yeah, I'd say everything I have in front of me is under $600. $700 a pair. That's ridiculous. I don't think I've touched a single. Let's see. I don't think I own. I don't even know if I own anything over $700. I honestly can't think of anything. I mean, if you're looking to buy a $700 pair of speakers, then you probably have a good studio. Because at the end of the day, like if I put great speakers in this room, they'd probably be good. But I have bad room acoustics and stuff like that. So yeah, I genuinely don't think I own anything over $700. Can't think of anything. Nope. Yeah. I'm gonna check out your channel real quick. Yeah, I like I don't know how to go to your channel. Never mind. Yeah, the swing is interesting. Because the swing is entirely made by the hi-hats. The way that their velocities are done. There actually isn't any like literal swing in this beat. I'm gonna try to figure out a way. I don't know how to. I thought there was a way that I click on this name and then you got it there. I'm gonna check out that flute from Complete Control. The one that is like feather. You're actually, he's not gonna be able to put a link in the description though. I mean, in the chat though, because links are blocked. So I have 30 minutes left on the stream. Check them out later. My stream. Okay, there's a free plugin that acts like RC20. I showed it off in my most recent video. I think it was my most recent video. Yeah, that is true because 8-bit is such a common word, like a common phrase, a common effect. I'd recommend changing your name if you ever want people to find you. Bongonzo is so unique. No one's ever gonna change. Actually, that's not true. When I tried to make my name Bongonzo, there was actually already a YouTube channel called Bongonzo. They only had like 2 subscribers and like no videos at all, but and they had like 3 videos of this random group of kids in India. They're playing basketball or whatever, but their name Bongonzo. And I don't think you can ever find them anymore because if you type in Bongonzo, you're not gonna find anything except for me. But like it's true. Like it makes you wonder, like, do you think there was another PewDiePie before PewDiePie? Or do you think there's another... What is another weird name? There probably was a Kyle Beats before Kyle Beats. Like, Kyle Beats is not a very unique name. I came up with Bongonzo because I had a stuffed animal when I was born named Gonzo. I mean Bongo. Bongo. And Gonzo, and when I was out, and I was struggling over a name for like a whole entire weekend, and I was just thinking name after name after name after name. Cause my original name was The Good Bits. The Good Bits. And yeah, that's a pretty bad name. Anyway, so I was trying to think of a good name, and I had a stuffed animal named Bongo that I got when I was born. So I named it Bongo, and then I was trying to think of something that had to do with go, like the go at the end of bongo. So I could have like bon, and then like the next word. And Gonzo means crazy, I believe. Up right now, Gonzo. Gonzo means what? Oh yeah, bizarre or crazy. The woman was either gonzo or stoned. That's the definition sentence. But yeah, so gonzo just means crazy. So it was this monkey animal, this monkey and stuffed animal, crazy. Anyway. A lot of loan in one of these sounds. This one. Ah! What in the world? Why would you do that to me? Like this. I was concerned about using the name Bongonzo at first because it's such a weird name, but I decided that I was going to say it with confidence. I just decided as long as I say my name with confidence, no one's gonna care what my name is. And on top of that, eventually my name will be so common, like eventually my name will be so like just a part of my brand, like, hey, what's up guys, Bongonzo here. Like it's just gonna be there. It's just no one's even gonna think about it. And eventually so many people are gonna be calling me Bongonzo that it's not gonna seem weird to refer to this random guy on the internet as Bongonzo, even though it's a ridiculous name. So I just figured, like, who cares? I'll just name myself whatever I feel like naming myself, and we'll move on with our life. And by now, like, I literally don't even think about the fact that my name is Bongonzo. It's a weird name, and I know it's a weird name, but, like... Like, I don't think anyone found my channel and said, wow, this guy's really cool, but his name is Bongonzo, and I just don't understand what it means. No one cares. And then this is a cool effect I like to do recently. I've tried to do recently. Basically, I select everything on my first beat of my drop, and I copy it forward by one. So here's what it sounds like. I'll use this time to fade down. And then, bada bing, bada boom, back to the intro. Yeah, I recommend everyone makes a YouTube channel. And I also recommend that everyone grinds hard on their YouTube channel. But there aren't many people who grind as much as I do. Wow, this is a good beat. And I still have 15 minutes to go. Yeah. So let me answer both of those questions. You're not that good to make a YouTube channel. Let me tell you something that might be inspirational and might be a little scary. The very first video I published on this YouTube channel was the very first beat I ever made. Let that sink in for a little bit, because to think about probably closer to 3 years now. 3 years ago, I made a beat in about 5 minutes, thought it was fire, and then posted it on YouTube. It was so cringe. Even like a week later, listening to it, it was so cringe. I was posting beat making videos. I was posting like tutorials using GarageBand. I was posting like tutorials like on my second month of YouTube. I didn't know anything about GarageBand, but I was trying to teach people who didn't. I didn't know anything about GarageBand, but I was trying to teach people, pretending like I did know a lot about GarageBand. I understand that you're not good, and I do recommend, like, don't start a YouTube channel until you're good enough to actually start a YouTube channel. And simply because I got like the first year, the first entire year of my YouTube channel, I only got 20 subscribers, which is ridiculous because I get about 18 subscribers every day nowadays. The entire first year YouTube, no, I don't have my old stuff on YouTube anymore. Simply because it's so trash that I don't want anyone to like find it. Just to be entirely honest, I might be able to find it. It was called Drum Drama. It literally didn't even have any music instruments. It was just me banging on the keyboard. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't recommend you start until you're good enough to start. So yeah, I don't recommend you start until you're good enough to start, because it's going to be such a pain to edit videos weekly and do all this grind stuff and then post it on YouTube and then you get like 2 views. Don't post videos until you're worth at least 200 subscribers. Okay. Which 200 subscribers, you don't have to be much to get 200 subscribers. In fact, I had a pretty bad video that I found recently about how to get 150 subscribers. And I was literally telling my YouTube audience that it took about a year and a half to get 150 subscribers. And it was a grind, and I was not good enough to, I didn't deserve 150 subscribers at that point. So what am I saying? Why am I going to rant? I recommend everyone start a YouTube channel simply because maybe it's not for everyone, but at least for me, the YouTube channel gave me a reason to grind. And nowadays I'm making music for 5 or 6 hours a day. I'm editing 3 videos a week. I'm shooting 4 videos a week practically. I'm live streaming for 4 hours every weekend. I'm replying to every single person's comment. It gives me a reason to grind. Which is it gives me a reason to want to make more music. Second reason why I think everyone should have a YouTube channel is because over time it actually is pretty profitable. At the moment, I am just now getting into profit. Well, I shouldn't say profit. I'm getting revenue from advertising and stuff like that. I've made about $100 so far. Just not much at all. But I do know that it's more or less passive since I'm doing what I love to do. That's kind of nice. Third reason, you have so much more leverage over things when you have a YouTube channel. I was talking with this other guy, and he's a way better producer than I am. And he was talking about how proud he was of his 4,000 views on SoundCloud. And 4,000 views on SoundCloud is pretty impressive. I have like 3,000 or something like that. But the thing is that his music is way, way, way better than mine. But yet somehow he has like way less action on all of his stuff. And it's simply because I'm giving people tutorials. I'm giving people inspiration. I'm giving people this. I'm giving people that. Giving people that. And then they want to find me. They look out for me like, hey, what is this guy doing? Hey, I want to know more about Bongonzo. And if you can give, eventually you're going to be able to take, and no one's going to be complaining. But if you're nobody, you don't do anything on YouTube or anything like that, and you say, hey, go check out my beat, no one's going to do it. I'm going to go back to this beat because I can see people dropping off the stream. Should I cut off this last? I'm gonna cut this last drop. I got 10 minutes. There you go. That's the beat. I'm gonna call this one. I'm gonna call it on the bridge, on the brink, because the last 3 letters of Ollie ODB's name is his last 3 letters are ODB. So I'm gonna say on the brink. Oh, I said on the bring. I don't think your English is a problem. I'm collabing with this guy right now on YouTube, and the video is coming out next week Saturday. He's from Japan. And English is definitely a second language. You can just tell in the way he writes, in the way he speaks. But I edited his video, and as long as you develop an editing style that's very concise and quick and stuff like that, I edited his thing, and it sounds good. Like, he doesn't sound like he doesn't know how to speak English. Also, when you're at the very beginning, you're going to want to spend a lot of time on your videos. I don't recommend spending more than 4 hours on editing a video. Simply because you're just wasting your time. I don't even spend 4 hours, even though I get way more than 4 hours of watch time per video. I get more like 17 hours of watch time per video. I don't think it's worth spending a lot of time on a video. It doesn't need a clipper. If I spent the same amount of time editing my videos as I did when I first started YouTube channel, I'd only be posting 1 video a week. Just simply because, like, there's not enough time in the day to be editing a video for 8 hours. Just a waste of time. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Looking for Frontier. There we go. Yeah, email me. I'm bongonzoyt@gmail.com. Link in the description. Okay, so I think this beat is done. I mix my beats later, so I'm not gonna mix it right now. Let's just talk for the next 10 minutes before I leave. So about YouTube channels. Get your branding on point. Make sure you have a consistent brand over your entire videos. But I want to remind you that your first year of YouTube, you're gonna have a trash header, a trash logo, a trash everything. I wish I could go back and find all my old stuff. Some of it was absolute garbage. It was so disgusting how ugly some stuff looked back then. I can probably find some stuff here. So get everything to look similar. Let's see. This is what my original logo looked like. Here's what it looked like. That's my original logo. So I just recommend that you get everything situated, even though everything's gonna look trash. That was my old header. Just get everything similar, even though everything's gonna look trash. You can fix it up later. Because even though I liked my old one, I see like this is my old logo. This is my most recent logo that I got rid of recently. And I got rid of it simply because it's just so grainy. It's such a bad camera. But I recently borrowed my mom's camera and I made this logo. It just looks so much cleaner. And whether you think that this logo just looks better or better shape or whatever, this one just looks so much more high quality. You don't necessarily have to go for high quality at the beginning, but eventually you're going to want to upgrade things. Just like because the thing is, like, the old logo wasn't all that bad, but if you see this in the YouTube comments, you're gonna think that it's a professional YouTube channel. But if you see this in the YouTube comments, you're gonna think it's like a 12-year-old gamer who doesn't know what he's doing. This is my banner of my YouTube channel right now. It looks high quality. It looks nice. Everything makes sense. It all fits my channel style and everything. Oh, this is a logo for a time. This actually logo isn't that bad. If you make it small, it actually is kind of impressive looking. This is my old intro. Pretty cringe. Yeah. Okay, I have 8 minutes to chat with you guys. What else do we want to chat about? Yeah, exactly. Because you just got to think that way. Because you're not competing against yourself. You're competing. It's literally everyone who's on YouTube. You want to make it so that you stand out, and you got to do that in any way you can. Let's see. Also, I recommend having a upload schedule. It's very consistent. Make sure, I recommend at the very least one video a week. But my YouTube channel is blowing up recently, and I think that's because I'm posting 3 videos a week. And also because there's only a few YouTubers in the Cakewalk community, like the Cakewalk like sector, the Cakewalk niche, you could say. And there's only a few YouTubers in the Cakewalk community or sector or niche or whatever. And the fact that I'm posting 3 videos a week is destroying them. I mean, there's another YouTube channel who has a lot of subscribers. He has like, he posts like 1 video a week, and he's been doing it for a long time. But there's another YouTuber who's doing like once every two weeks. And we're basically the only 3 YouTubers who are making Cakewalk videos. But since my YouTube channel is growing so fast and I'm posting 3 videos a week, every time you type in Cakewalk into the YouTube search bar, you're almost guaranteed to find me somewhere. Are you talking about plugins for YouTube or plugins for music? Plugins for YouTube or plugins for music? Okay, music. Yeah, good. Let's get back to music. I 100% recommend Xband 2. It's Xband ! 2. It is such a fire plugin. It's actually kind of crazy. It's usually really cheap. It's not free, but I got it on sale for Black Friday for $5. You can oftentimes find it for like $15. I think it's consistently around $25. Let's see, what else do I use? Ample percussion cloud drum. I'm gonna type these stuff in the chat because you're gonna want to come back to this. Ample percussion cloud drum. Complete start is fire. The whole bundle, but especially their sampler that they have. I have a video on free synths. You're gonna want to check out that video, but there's one called SQ8L. Check out that synth. It does like pads and really fire stuff like that. Xband 2. That one's the best. Xband crazy. That will definitely keep you covered with all your music stuff. I recommend the Ozone 9 bundle, even though it's expensive. Let's look at this. Camel Crusher, that's free. Using every single beat, several times every beat. I don't even remember what this bundle is called. What is the bundle called that has Sound Toys? Sound Toys bundle. It's not crazy expensive, but it is sort of expensive. They have crazy stuff like Crystallizer, Echo Boy, Radiator. It's all in one bundle. Let's see, what else do we got? For modulation, a Con Digital Multiply. I got 3 minutes. Digital Multiply. That's a chorus effect and it's so fire. Mishby for RC20 kind of effects. M Easy. Sure, why not? We're not doing anything right now anyway. Those are that M convolution easy is a reverb thing. It's a reverb plugin, and I'm not gonna find your YouTube channel anywhere, am I? Channel see. 8-bit. Why are there so many 8-bits? I mean, it's a common phrase. Is there any specific thing I should look up to find you? Like what your video is called or something? Goodness. Oh, it's in your mail. Okay. The M Convolution Easy is a plugin in the Melda Productions bundle. Okay. 41 subscribers. You have 1 video, okay. Should I show my screen too? Or am I gonna get copyrighted? And so am I reviewing your beat? I like the piano for sure. Oh, sorry. I love the trumpets. For some reason, your screen recording is kind of low quality. There's no reason why you can't go to 1080p, I think. Oh no, sorry. It's just the setting. Fine. Yeah, it's a good beat for sure. Shoot. The thumbnail's good. I like the FL Studio stuff. That's very good. That header is really fire. Really good header. Maybe even change up this to represent something about this. Like, what if you changed your header, your logo to a knob? I gotta go very soon. Yeah, you just gotta post more videos. Like, 1 video is nothing to do anything about. I like how you have your thing color graded. Like, the background is purplish. Try to keep your words away from the left side, the right side, and the bottom, because they get covered up by the by like this random stuff on the side, the add to queue, watch later, and the time stuff. So yeah, just try to move that a little over, but that's a good thumbnail. Like, nothing wrong about that. The top right corner is the best place to have your stuff at. Well, I like the color grading. I like the orange in the thing and everything. As you get going, add a playlist. Add a playlist of all your videos. You don't necessarily have to have your voice in the video. What is his name? Boris. This guy now this guy has his voice in the background of his videos. But at the very beginning, go back to his old videos. Oh shoot, you can't actually watch all his videos. Oh yeah. If you go back to the beginning of his YouTube channel, he didn't have his voice on this channel, and he was still fun. Like, what if we watch this? Like, if you watch this, like, he doesn't talk at all in his videos, but it's still, his videos are still fun. Like 500,000 views. Obviously, he's a great producer, which helps. I mean, he's good, but like, you don't have to have your voice on the videos. If that's what you're worried about, don't worry about that. Anyway, guys, see you guys next week, Thursday or Tuesday. So video's coming out on Tuesday. I will see you guys then. I got to go. You guys are the best. Oh, look at that. Okay. See you guys Tuesday. Fire video.